What kind of person are you? You know what kind of person I am? I just went to my house arrest meeting. Maybe the last house arrest meeting I have, because 2 weeks from today, when I usually have my next house arrest meeting, I'm supposed to go to court, and my lawyer told me that they're going to charge me with a misdemeanor and put me on probation for a year. My lawyer also said that no contact order with my parents is off this afternoon, left a message while I was at my house arrest meeting, so I can contact my parents, but the house arrest girl said I can't go to their house. I can't go do a job for them because doing work for your family, you can do house arrest will allow you to go to a job, but going to do work for your family does not count. And so I guess I can't see my father uh, visit him. He's got cancer. He might die in 3 months to a year, I was told. And, well, I've kind of been at war with him over business and my house arrest situation for 30 years. So, but still not good to have your father dying of cancer. He's 85, lived 85 years. You can't complain about that, I guess. Went to Walmart after my house arrest meeting. Told the Walmart cashier woman that, what's Walmart's stock price? I own less than one share. They gave me less than one share when I worked there 3 or 4 years ago. I worked there 5 years ago for, I don't know, a few months. $7 an hour, $6 an hour. I got less than one share of stock in Walmart they send me for my tax statement every year. Probably costs more to prepare that tax statement, mail it to me, whatever, than to just give me the money for whatever the share's worth. Sent out some postcards today that I had specially made to advertise my website myself to apply to be the CEO, letting everybody know that DST Systems, Walmart, Sprint, H&R Block, I'm available to be their CEO for 10 figures a year, the mark rate of paycheck in America. So I think there are some people in this country getting 10 figures a year. So that's the benchmark market rate of paycheck in this country right now. I've always used the highest paycheck in America as a benchmark since I was since I started working, and since I got my master's, nothing matters because it never did. And when people say my master's don't matter, it's the Kansas Securities Commission or Merrill Lynch or Smith Barney. It's unacceptable. They need to spend the rest of their lives in maximum lockdown. No money for them whatsoever, maximum lockdown. Because just, the Walmart girl, I said, well, I own Walmart, but, just because you own the place doesn't mean you get a paycheck. And personally, whether I own the place or not, I don't work for free. That's why I need at least 10 figures a year, because the benchmark in America is 10 figures a year. Kramer's on CNBC right now. I'm watching it. He's acting like the idiot he always does. Big clown with bald head and goatee, and I guess he's had some decent stock picks in his life. I guess he's got a Harvard law degree or something, and still kind of like, I really can't stand watching all the stupid shit he does. I have to change channel. I get sick of watching. But anyway, I am looking for a 10 figures at least minimum paycheck in America, compensation, stock options, insurance, limo service, vacation homes, luxury suites at all sports stadiums, every country club I feel like joining paid for with that 10-figure compensation package. Plus, I paid for every year since 1985 when I got my master's, to get the highest paycheck in America since 85 and to list those individuals on the list and their qualification, their ACT, GMAT scores, degrees to compare to me. And we'll just start the back pay based on that, and the payback to Merrill Lynch, because they should not be allowed to exist on this planet. Those individuals should spend the rest of their lives in maximum lockdown because there's no excuse. They have no excuse. They're criminals. They're murderers. They do it. They get away with it, and they got a business license. They got a business license. I think the people from Merrill Lynch, go around to these other companies, because some of them even say, I used to work at Merrill Lynch to me, and then they sit there and make up some bullshit to not let me work or get a paycheck or throw me in jail or trespass, maybe they infiltrate, have a Merrill Lynch boy at the State Securities Commission prevent me getting a license. It's all bullshit day one because it started when I was 16 years old with me and Merrill Lynch. You can't see. Therefore, I need to be richer than everybody in the history of Merrill Lynch. you know, and criminal damages because those people are lying criminals, punks. And I guess it's just, you know, club theory, war, gang, you know, I don't know, whatever. It's 10 figures a year for me, maximum lockdown for them. But like I said, you know, you want to say, why do I think I need 10 figures? Well, one, that's the benchmark marker rate of pay in America because somebody else got 10 figures. Two, I was a Kansas Scholar in Shawnee Mission South in 1979. I got 96% on the ACT, 98 in the math part. BS Mechanical Engineering in 4 years at Oklahoma State. I did something, I think. I'm analytical. I did something very few on the planet could dream of doing. I did it in 4 years with all the fraud and bullshit that went on. Got a 93% on GMAT and a master's from Purdue Krannert in 85. And when I enrolled, it was number 3 in Fortune magazine, number 4 public in Barron's Guide. So I need more money than everybody in America based on that. Is there any question about that? What's the difference between me and everybody else? What I've ever done in my life? Don't I think? I think I've covered all the bases about 1,000,000 times. So I need $100 billion for each of those bases. And all the disrespect shown to me for covering all the bases with unprecedented superiority. How many people in America compare to that? I don't think very many. Handful? Yeah. Nobody's supposed to make that much money. Well, just start working for free. Like I said at Walmart, you know, just I own Walmart, I own the place, and you got just because you own it don't mean you get a paycheck, and even if I own it or not, I don't work for free. You know, so mechanical engineers work for mechanical companies. Well, I work for money, and 10 billion a year for Caterpillar, 10 billion a year for General Motors, 10 billion a year in my pocket with the limousine and country clubs and everything else at Whirlpool. Don't matter. It's just 10 billion a year. In a luxury mahogany office with a chef preparing my meals. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, people? You know what I'm talking about, don't you? That's the kind of person I am. What kind of person are you, huh? Did you graduate from high school yet? I mean, if you haven't graduated from high school, how old are you? Over 18, you haven't graduated from high school, aren't you special? Yeah, whatever.